Libra, hi, how are you today? I am Empress Lazuli, and you are your empire. I know in July I was not live, I did not come on. However, okay, I definitely tried. I really tried, okay, and it just was not working out for me. So we're keeping it pushing. We're in July now, and I'm doing the July 1st to the 15th for you today, the general session. Don't forget, if you're new, to go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification button, and like the video if you like it. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we're going to dive straight in, okay? So we have one oracle card before I dive into your spread, one after to close out, and without further ado, we're going to get straight to it. All right, so you have imagination here as your card from the soul's journey, and we're going to just read that one quickly before we dive in. Let's see here. All right, and this says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. By its very nature, the physical body is limited by the 3 dimensions, but your mind is free to travel without boundaries and merge with the cosmic consciousness. Your mind is the great creator, and your imagination is its toolbox. Everything in life begins with the energy of imagination. Thoughts are real, and they can manifest themselves into the physical world. Train your mind to only have positive thoughts, and you will attract positivity into your life. If you can see it, you can be it. Visualize the components that you want in your life and imbue those thoughts with love, and they will become your reality. Conversely, if your mind strays to negative thoughts, you will only bring that energy to you. Be positive and loving. Imagination is creativity. Express yourself and let your imagination assist you in letting go of any creative blocks and allow your dreams to come true. Remember, you are not doing this for other people. It is your soul opening up and singing its own unique song. All right, Libra, so with imagination here, speaking about the mind and you being an air sign, this to me speaks a lot of you really getting clear on what, especially with you being the scales, right, Libra? You really getting clear on balancing which thoughts are going to serve you at this time and which ones that you can afford to get rid of, okay? Your imagination, your thoughts could be running wild when it comes to starting maybe a new business, when it comes to going after certain things. So whatever category of your life you're looking to go after certain things, your imagination could be running wild with so many different positive and negative aspects. What if it does work out? What if it doesn't work out, right? But with your imagination running wild at this time, choose to think positively, okay? And this mantra again says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So with all of these ideas popping up, with your imagination really going wild at this time, allow it to take you to a positive step forward in your life, okay? So we have temperance here for the energy as it is now, how you're feeling now. Having the patience, okay, definitely having the patience to balance those energies out, because as I said, with your imagination, it could be running very wild. You could be thinking so many different ideas at this time, with quarantine obviously, and us all thinking like, okay, maybe it's better if we own our own business instead of going back to work. Your imagination could be running wild. You could have so many skills and talents that you want to share with the world, that you want to do. You may be a dancer. You may be someone that wants to do cooking. You may be someone that wants to do hair, right? You may be someone that can do all 3. And your imagination is like, do this one, no, do that one, no, do this one. And you're like, okay, whatever, just think whatever I do is going to turn out well, okay? Now, use your imagination to decide what area your creativity is moving in. And how fitting that the Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. I'm not even done shuffling, but Mars just went into Aries a couple of days ago. So when it comes to really being able to take action, right now is a really great time for you to act on those things, those creative ventures that you've been thinking about, all right? Use this Mars and Aries time to help you to have precision. You don't want to take action in the wrong ways here, okay? So really allow yourself to I don't know what's going on with the light. It just went really low and then just brightened back up again. But really allow this time right now with Mars being in Aries, Libra, to help you to navigate and take action in the right ways. All right. So with this Temperance, you're definitely taking time to balance yourself here. Okay. 7 of materials, 2 of materials. So when it comes to those things that you're doing, don't doubt yourself, or don't, with certain things that you've already done in your life, Libra, don't feel like, oh, this was a bad investment. This was a waste of my time. Think more positively, okay? Because with this 2 of materials, there's a balance to everything. There was a reason why you had to go through this experience that you went through in the past. There's a reason why you had to go through this job that wasn't paying you. There's a reason why we've had to go through quarantine and kind of struggle with leaving a job that may be paying you a lot of money. Or there may be a reason why you lost your job when it was paying you a lot of money, right? And now you're having to basically balance everything out and and be super organized about your expenses. And you're like, oh my gosh, like, I was making so much money back then. What happened? Sorry, I've just done like 4 readings and I haven't drank any water. Sorry, one second. All right. Whew. All right, that helped a little bit. Okay, so as I said, Libra, you could be going through a time right now where you're having to juggle a lot of things when it comes to work, especially. You could have lost your job. You could be trying to decide whether to go back to a job, okay, that you had before quarantine started. Really making that decision, like, is it going to be even worth it for me to go back to my job, or is it better for me to start something on my own and start my own business, right? With this Muse of Emotions here for the past influences, you were in a good spot. Okay, you were in a good place emotionally before all of this happened. Before this moment, you were in a great place emotionally. It could have been with a water sign, okay? Someone that made you feel very emotionally heard. Okay, if I just need some emotions, please, Spirit. For Libra. For emotion first. Okay, so for the past influences, you may have had to speak up against someone. For some of you, you may have been in a relationship in the past that you had to like walk away from, okay? Some of you had to walk away from a past situation or circumstance. This could have as well been, like I said, for some of you, that job that you walked away from that was no longer serving you, that you had to tell your boss, look, quarantine just hit. I know that you're hoping that I really come back after everything is over, but it doesn't look like I'm going to make it, okay? Why? Because I'm starting my own business. I have so many ideas for how I want to create my own life, how I want to have my own schedule, how I want to just be the empress in my own life, right? How you want to boss up and just be that authority that creates from yourself instead of relying on another business or this other job. So for a lot of you, this could have been in the past, you speaking up and saying, okay, I quit. I don't want to go back to this job. I want to do my own thing. All right. So now you're in the position where you're like, okay, now that I know that this money is no longer coming back to me, I need to really use my imagination, to create this new direction for myself that I know I'm capable of producing. All right. So you have the Queen of Pentacles for how you'd like to move forward. You want whatever this business venture you're thinking of, whatever this new business idea, whatever this new company that you're working with is about, whatever you're moving forward with when it comes to your money, you know that you want it to go well. You know that you want it to create a lot more abundance and stability for you with this Queen of Pentacles here. Clarify Queen of Pentacles for Libra. Yeah, like I feel for some of you, you're tired of the conflict of like not really being able to express yourself how you want to. Okay, and those days are coming really soon, approaching, like to be over. Like these days are going to be over for you, where you're having to be kind of conflicted about how to be your own boss. I really see you coming into the energy, Libra, of creating this new business venture for yourself, this new relationship, this new partnership, whatever this is, because this is a general spread, so it could literally mean any area of your life. That's why I'm kind of keeping it general, because this is a general spread. This is not love. All right, but with this Five of Inspiration, there has been past conflict when it comes to you feeling like you can be your own boss, and you want to remove this conflict here with this Five of Inspiration. You don't want to be sitting here having to work with other people to disagree with them. You want to be the boss. You want to be in charge. You want to make your own money and not have to answer to anyone. Yeah, and be victorious at it and feel that real sense of expression, having tried working for other companies and now going to the other side to create that balance for yourself and saying, you know what, during this Cancer season, now that it's Cancer season and now that this Mars has just gone into Aries, I'm going to take action, and I know that I'm going to be victorious in whatever I set out to do from this point, okay? So really, really maximize the action that you are taking in the month of July for Cancer season, okay? This is going to really push forward victory for you, Libra, in whatever this venture is that's going to give you more money. It's going to allow more money and more abundance to be attracted to you, all right? You have the Queen of Voices here for the outcome. That's how I know it will happen, because this is your card here. The Queen of Voices is very clear on how she wants to move forward because she has spent the time developing her voice. Painful situations and all. Maybe, like I said, in your past, you weren't really clear on your imagination. You weren't really completely clear on how you wanted to communicate your talent or your gift to the world, right? But now with this new Cancer season, with Mars being in Aries, with you taking the time to spend with yourself and really explore your imagination, right? By embracing and nourishing the creative aspect of your mind, because you've had time, because you've been in the house, because you've had your whole schedule to yourself to decide what you do. Now you've allowed your imagination to really flourish, and that has allowed you to become more clear on how you want to be victorious moving forward, how you want to communicate with the world in your own unique way, sharing your own unique talents and gifts, okay? So the outcome is you being more of yourself, sharing more of yourself with the world as well. Clarify, Queen of Voices, please, Spirit. Yeah, like you knowing, okay, everything that I've done in terms of my past jobs, it happened for a reason, okay? But that's in the past. This is how I want to create my future. So this is how I know I need to take action in order for me to step into who I want to be, okay? This is how I need to take action with Mars and Aries and use this energy so that I can really capitalize and see the best abundance from me utilizing and sharing my imagination and what I'm creating mentally, right? Sharing that with others. We're at 15 minutes almost. But let's go through this closing oracle card here, which is the Eye of Horus. Awakening your divine perception. You know that it's like And that's the energy that everyone's getting right now. At this part of 2020, Libra, okay, literally we're at the halfway mark. We're 6 months in, which is basically half and half, right? Half of the zodiac, 6 to 12, right? So you're halfway through. We're literally balancing right now. We're finding that equilibrium between everything that has been exposed to us right now throughout this year, as crazy as everything has been, with us dealing with everything that's been exposed, and then now taking action to balance out what we've learned and how we want to take action, balancing those scales, right? You feel the energy of that, and you know that it's time for you to share those things that you've been imagining, for you to share your creative talents with this Eye of Horus. So I'll read the actual book, what it has to say in the book for this card, and then we'll close out. But don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Share it with any other Libras that you think would resonate with the message. Sorry, Eye of Horus. And for the next half of the month, I will be more than likely going live again. So definitely be sure to turn on your post notifications, because that way you'll see when I go live for your sign. And you can tune in and say hi, send a wave emoji. I would love to connect with you guys and for you to tune in live. All right, so with this Eye of Horus card, this says, the Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected. Well, so for some of you specifically, I'm picking up that this could have to do with you exploring some type of venture when it comes to your spirituality. Definitely, okay, with spiritual abilities popping up. So don't be afraid to share that part of yourself. We're all being challenged with going within ourselves, going within our intuition. So if you have gifts, Libra, that will help in any way for the collective to come to a better awareness of their own divine perception through your awakening, do it. Just do it, because on top of it bringing you money, on top of you knowing that it's going to bring you more abundance in your life, it's helping you to step into who you truly are and what you're meant to really do while you're here on earth. So step into it. Don't be afraid. Don't doubt yourself. And with this mantra, I'll read it one more time. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Okay, so nourish that part of yourself. You're awakening to that divine perception. Share that with the world so that they can awaken as well, Libra. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all. I will see you the second half of the month. And if this is your sun sign, definitely check out your moon and your rising sign as well. I will see you soon. Love you. Bye.